Denzel Curry. He is one of the most consistent rappers out there right now. Whenever he drops a project, you can't expect disappointment. Taboo was great, Imperial is amazing, you get the point. Not too long ago, he formed a hip-hop collective called the Scythe, which consists of rappers ASAP Ferg, BK the Ruler, Kenyatta, Tia Corrine, and the group leader, Denzel Curry. The producers who are also part of the group are I Love It, Beautiful Man, Oogie Mane, I Love You Kimchi, and Swaggy Ono. This is the debut mixtape from the group called Strictly for the Scythe. If you've been keeping up with my content, you already know that I went to the listening party for this mixtape about 2 weeks before its release. I'll play the YouTube short here. So I got to hear Denzel Curry's new album Strictly for the Scythe before it drops, and trust me, it sounds nothing like what you'd think. The album comes out in March, but he had an album listening party and I went to it, so I had the opportunity to hear the album in full. I even had my Taboo CD signed. If you've already heard the singles Lit Effect and The Scythe, you would know that they both go into a Memphis rap direction that is reminiscent of what was on KOTMS, and judging from those two tracks, you would expect the rest of the album to go in that direction, but no, this album sounds nothing like KOTMS. The best song is HOOPTY with Smino and Tia Corrine, but I predict MUTT That Bitch will be the most popular song because of how incredible the beat drop was. It's a quite versatile project and it's a great one as well. Yeah, the rest of the track list does not sound like the first two singles. After the fourth song, the tape sort of branches out into other sounds and vibes, but it still maintains the hype cypher energy that you'd expect from a hip-hop collective, and I love that aspect about it, as it shows that the Scythe can deliver a lot more than just straightforward Memphis rap posse cuts. If the rest of the songs went in the same direction as the singles, then it would only feel repetitive and sounds like a repeat of KOTMS2. The closing track especially sounds far removed from the rest of the songs. It's certainly a different stylistic contrast from the opening song, as it has Denzel singing melodically in the chorus rather than charting it out. These melodic tracks are actually some of the weaker moments here. Usually Denzel kills it when it comes to melodic rap songs. I mean, some of the best songs on Imperial are the melodic ones, and that's my favorite album of his. But on here, songs like You Ain't Gotta Lie are underwhelming and pretty substanceless, and I know I'm gonna get some eyebrows raised when I say this, but when Denzel sings the hook on Up, it just sounds like something KSI would have sung. I'm not exactly sure why I get this vibe. To be fair, the lyrics are so phoned in that they are genuinely close to being on par with KSI's level of songwriting, which the kid didn't need to be here either. He was already an incredibly mediocre rapper years ago. Back when he was relevant, he's still as below average as I remember. Ferg does kill his verse, but his cartoonish playful flows, as good as they are, don't really match the vibe that the chorus brings. Yeah, the tape doesn't end as strongly as it starts, so the second half of the tape is weaker than the first half because of these disappointing melodic cuts. Tan is really the one I enjoy the most out of the songs that go into this lane, with an amazing atmospheric instrumental that sounds aquatic. It makes me feel like I'm inside an underwater city. It's like a Fruitiger era type beat, and BK floats on top of it wonderfully, delivering a very sticky chorus. There may be even more 3 6 Mafia vibes on this tape than there were on KOTMS2, but not to say that the two records sound the same, because as much as people were incorrectly predicting that this tape was going to sound like KOTMS2, this record is clearly its own distinct and unique thing. The chorus on PHONY and the earlier mentioned The Scythe most definitely gives off the strongest 3 6 Mafia vibes here. There's even a Juicy J feature on PHONY, which is one of my favorite verses on the entire tape. He's really like passing down the torch to Denzel here. I am kind of turned off by the fact that Ferg begins his verse with a very identical flow to the way he began his verse on the opening track. There are only 8 songs on this project. We don't need another repeat of something you've already delivered before. Lyrically, the song is more focused than the others, as it has the boys calling out selfish people who use others for their own benefit. I did say that HOOPTY was my favorite song here based on my listening experience at the listening party, as now that I've had the opportunity to listen to it on my own, now that it's officially released, I'm even more confident in that opinion. It features what is likely my favorite speech on the entire tape, as well as my favorite hook too. That tier line is also iconic. It's overall such a danceable bop that has these slight positive summery vibes. I can imagine the chorus being sung at pool parties, and this vibe is partially helped by the blissful chipmunk vocal samples that are incorporated in the beat. There's even a really cool switch up in the drum pattern towards the end that only makes the song more overwhelmingly enjoyable. What's That Bitch is another strong highlight. I told you the beat drop was insane. Denzel actually replayed that drop twice at the listening party, which was super hype. I also adore how the low-key, borderline whispery part of the chorus matches the ghostly and mysterious vibes of the whistling that plays in the background. It's really Kenyatta that steals the show though. He delivers such a nice range of different voices and flows in a short amount of time that it's almost like I'm hearing two different verses by two different rappers playing back to back. I also want to shout out BK the Roller for the absolutely infectious chorus on Lit Effect. There's something about her unique voice that makes it especially addicting to listen to. If any other rapper from the group sang it, their voice just wouldn't hit the same as BK's. Her voice just brings a satisfying edge to the joint. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Strictly for the Scythe other than that it's just a short collection of super fun songs with 3 6 Mafia vibes with a lot of variety in the mix. The chemistry is great, the hooks are consistently addicting, and the beats are solid. The music is just as fun as I remembered it being at the listening party. Typically when Denzel puts out projects this small, such as Unlocked or the 13 EP, it does leave me wanting more from it, but I think this tape actually works well for its length. Please like and subscribe.